Oh boy. Oh man. Okay, I'm making another video about election results so far. It's been an interesting night. So far it's gone so far 49. Okay, 90. All right. Yeah, there's some pretty big key states that are closing soon. But anyway, Trump has done pretty good so far. There's been
Commonwealth, I should say, of Virginia will go to Hillary Clinton.
Oh, suck. That's too bad. That is really close. 0.02%. 0.2%.
And now she has 122 electoral
So
votes.
anyway,
147.
That's got to come as a huge relief, Brett, too.
Yeah, I would think.
But
yeah, I would think so. Although, I
don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But anyway, Trump is. Let's see, Trump's ahead in Florida, which is a huge state, has to have it, and he's leading in Ohio as well too. He's actually doing better in some places than he has that the Republicans have done in the past. But it's really close. And he's done worse in a couple of precincts in Ohio than Republicans have done in the past. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, Trump is leading the electoral votes. They're just projecting, they don't know if he's 147 to 122 that they've given him. But anyway, it's
waiting on the biggest questions of the night at 9:59 Eastern Time, and we're waiting on a couple more states to call. We expect to have a couple more race calls for you.
This next batch of polls include Iowa, which is a state that had been trending towards Donald Trump. Also Nevada, which is a huge swing state, and Utah, that became a big state with independent candidate Evan McMullin factoring in as well as the top two.
Nevada's been hard fought, heavy Latino population, but also white working class.
This election is extremely important.
Sometime with both candidates paying a lot of attention.
I
and
mean,
no question about whether Trump can woo enough voters in
my
that
family
field
has
to make the difference.
no idea what is,
Four states, including several of the most important battlegrounds in the nation. But first, let's start with Montana, where Fox News can project that Donald Trump will win the state's 3 electoral votes. Trump is also
Montana
ahead
for
in
Trump.
Utah, you just mentioned, although it's too early to project whether he will beat not just Hillary Clinton,
Utah,
but also, as we
probably
mentioned,
Trump,
candidate
but
Evan
then
McMullin,
again, we don't know for sure.
Whose best and perhaps only prospect for winning a state tonight is in Utah. By the way, the last time a presidential candidate who was not from a major party won an electoral vote was 1968, when George Wallace carried 5 southern states.
But the real battlegrounds at this hour are in the absolutely crucial states of Iowa and Nevada, each of which represent 6 electoral votes. Although Donald Trump enjoyed small leads in both states and the real clear politics.
Yeah, Trump's got a lead in key places like Iowa and Nevada. So anyway, it's probably going to go down to the wire for those states too. But Trump they've given him 150 electoral votes to 122. But anyway,
this is interesting because if Trump doesn't win Pennsylvania, let's say he wins all the Romney states, which includes North Carolina, plus he wins Ohio, plus he wins Florida.
But this is for the future of our country. Our country's future is at stake here, folks. You know, I mean, if you haven't voted, then well, you don't have too much say in,
now gets them into the 260s.
you know,
So,
the
you know,
future.
you can see then you get one vote in the second district in
Even
Maine.
if you disagree with
Begin
the
to come up, there's a sort of small way of
person
doing
who's
rather than
elected.
flipping one big,
8 years ago, I
state.
knew that
So
President
those are
Barack
important. Those
Obama
could
would
the
be a
difference
total
between him being elected or
disaster.
not
I
elected.
knew it would be awful
And, you know, Iowa,
to
as you
have
pointed
him
out,
as
Brett,
president.
Trump has
And
been
I've been proven
a lot of
correct.
victories there.
You know, the
Still
last 8
supposed to
years
tell
has
us much,
proven me
but he's still defending
100%
keywords, including Georgia
correct
as well tonight.
that
Yeah,
Barack
we haven't called
Obama.
that. And of course we haven't called North Carolina, which,
Here, let me mute the sound. But yeah, let me say that again. The last 8 years has proven me 100% correct that Barack Obama would be a terrible president. You know, I knew he would be a terrible president, and he has been. For the millions of people who are on unemployment and on food stamps and other government programs, he's been a complete disaster. And I've been proven correct that he should not have been elected crossing guard at a school, much less president. But yet, a lot of people swallowed the crap that, oh yeah, we're gonna hope and change, hope and change, hope and change. You know, a lot of people swallowed that crap and they voted for him. You know, and if the grand poobahs of the Republican Party had been using the thing between their ears, you know, had been using the gray matter between their ears and been thinking, then they shouldn't have supported Mittens Romney for president. They should have known that conservatives weren't going to support him. They should have known that the conservatives were not going to support a Mormon for president. There was no possible way they were going to do that. They were just going to sit at home and not vote. They should have known that, but they didn't. They supported Mittens anyway. Oh my gosh. I've actually known Mitten. Oh crap. But anyway. But I've actually met him. You know, nice person, but you know, conservatives aren't going to vote for a Mormon. You know, there's a lot of conservatives that would never vote for a Mormon. You know, I didn't vote for him. You know, I wrote in my second oldest brother's name in. You know, but anyway, they've got Trump 150 to 122. But Fox projects Trump wins Montana. Well, no surprise there. Montana, yeah, it's, you know, a very rural state, or very rural state, in which most people there have, you know, basic values, not basic values, but what am I trying to say? You know, anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, oh, hey, here we go.
You know, I travel with him. I was raised in a very blue-collar household and
Kellyanne
non-college
Conway.
area. And I see in these people, wherever we go, the same type of just essential goodness, like the people I grew up with, but also people who feel frustrated. They want somebody to look out for them. They do think the system is rigged against them. They feel like all they want is a fair opportunity and a break. And, you know, I have to say, Donald Trump, Megan, elevated issues that were in the bottom of the issues basement, like trade and immigration, and even patriotism, you know, never really reflected in the survey polling. It's pretty remarkable. And as you know, the first day he did this, all the way up to last night in Manchester, New Hampshire, Grand Rapids, Michigan, overflow crowds. People are so excited to be there. They're not complaining. They're buoyant. They're energized. And they rarely say to him, "May I have your autograph?" or "I loved you on The Apprentice." They always say to him, can you bring jobs back to this part of my state? Or thank you so much for running and for loving America. So it's been incredible.
Exactly.
We know we're going to win tonight, but come what may, he built a movement, and people feel like they're truly part of it.
Kellyanne, you still have to win part of the blue wall that they talk about. What is the state that you are going to pick off? The Trump campaign is going to pick off.
Well, Wisconsin, possibly Minnesota.
To take.
Two.
We just lost Virginia. We just called Virginia. And there are questions about where you are in Michigan and Minnesota and other places.
Iowa.
So it can be any.
Iowa's
it could be
going.
Colorado, Nevada,
Iowa's going
Pennsylvania,
for
still
Trump.
out there, Michigan, New Hampshire. I think the point is when I'm
Yep,
watching
New
your
Hampshire
coverage
as well,
tonight,
too.
when you look at the 8
Hampshire
or 9 states that Fox
goes
News
back
and
and
others are calling,
forth,
quote,
but-
too close to call, all but one are states that President Obama carried twice. These should be in Hillary Clinton's column. She should comfortably have these states already, and here we are at 10 p.m. Eastern saying they're too close to call. And this has been our strategy. Don't just wait around for her to go from the 248 protected blue walls
let's see
and
what's.
find those 22
Man.
Let's go dip into her 248.
Trump is
But
ahead
right now,
by.
one or two of the following
Okay,
Colorado or
okay,
Michigan or
good.
Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Nevada, but they're all
I just wanted to look closely at Florida, and Trump is ahead by over 1 percentage point in Florida, with 5%, 5% of the vote left. And so anyway, that he's up by 1%, over 1%.
Yeah, absolutely fascinating. I mean, you remember back in 2012, there
Anyway,
was one candidate quality that jumped off the page, and it was that people felt that Barack Obama cared.
It's going to be a long night.
More than Mitt Romney did, and the
It's
gap was like 82 to 13 or something.
probably going to be a long night before they finally,
We talked about it a little bit
you know,
earlier.
before they decide.
Americans said the most important candidate quality is can bring needed change. They voted for Donald Trump 82 to 13. I think when we look at
wow.
the results and we look at what we're seeing and what seems to be this trend, and as Tucker was saying earlier, you know, maybe a miss by some pollsters. That's the number
Iowa,
that's gonna jump out.
Iowa.
They can tell us
What?
maybe more about anything.
Oh,
than
no
the
way.
number, that we see tonight.
And Juan, what do you think? I mean, there are now a
Iowa
number
is
of different sites.
probably going to go with one,
Obviously, we've determined our
unfortunately.
percentages on the decision desk, but this is a huge call right now. We're just getting told that North Carolina Senate can be called.
Oh,
Projects
wow.
That incumbent
Oh.
Republican Richard Burr will win that close race against the Democrat Deborah Ross. This was nip and tuck in a state
Oh, wow.
that was not sure how it was going to go. We still haven't called the governor's race
Wow.
here, but this is the sitting incumbent Republican senator who's the chair of the Senate Intelligence
Wow,
Committee.
okay.
He was in a tough
North Carolina
race down
Senate
there.
race
He was
called
leading
for
at one
the
point, he was
incumbent,
trailing, and then they threw a lot
for
of
the
money into this
incumbent
race.
Republican Burr.
And Deborah Ross, who's a lawyer for the ACLU, was not a perfect fit for this candidate,
Oh,
this nominee at the beginning, but Democrats...
ACLU lawyer? Are you kidding? North Carolina? Oh, man. No way she would have a chance of winning in North Carolina. Never. North Carolina's too rural. Too many places out, people living out in the country in North Carolina for somebody to vote for a ACLU lawyer. Who was the idiot who put her up to be the Democratic nominee? It's like, oh my gosh. Dude, you're an idiot, whoever that was. Whoever it was who told her, oh yeah, you should run for the Senate for Burr's seat. Wrong. Wrong answer. She got killed.
In Pennsylvania.
Oh,
So these are some outstanding. I think though the odds
he's down by
I thought the
oh.
was about a little bit of a Democratic lean in terms of
Yeah,
Senate
it
majority. Right
doesn't.
now, I think with this seat there,
16%. Yeah, doesn't look good.
Want to talk about New Hampshire, which is
Doesn't
still
look
one of
good
the
for
many states
Minnesota.
to call at this hour. What we're getting
But
from our
anyway,
reporter on the ground there is that the
because Hillary's up by almost by over 10%, but only 16% in the vote counted. So, but yeah, Minnesota not gonna work.
you know,
But
Joe Trippen's favorite state. He's not going to discuss
it's a
that.
huge shock that Minnesota was, Minnesota should have been called a long time ago. That should have been for Hillary a long time ago. And to even make it even this close is amazing.
Fits his blueprint well. You have a lot of blue-collar voters. You have it's in the Northeast, and apparently Tom Brady likes him.
So anyway,
so that's in keeping with what we would expect
let's
to
see.
see.
We should
Now
put
we're looking
this.
for these other pieces, like so. If New Hampshire comes in for Trump, that would be an expected outcome. Virginia's come in for Clinton. That's an expected outcome. Georgia would be expected for Trump.
150 to
Now we're getting down
122.
the state that keeps not filling in.
Trump's
These two
ahead
states on the East Coast that keep not filling
at this
in.
point.
North Carolina and Pennsylvania.
At this point, Trump's ahead.
So much, and we're getting close.
And let me talk about the Senate and House.
In a tight race.
The Democrats have won one for the Senate and one for the House.
Well, so
Okay.
over history,
They need, I think,
candidates generally
4
outperform
or
Senate
5.
candidates generally outperform presidential candidates.
They need
after
about,
something like
I think,
8
5
weeks.
seats in the Senate
You can read something
to
into
pick
it,
up.
but the Republicans
4 or
have
5
something
seats
to
in
be
the
happy about
Senate
there,
to
but in
take
terms
the
of what it means in the
majority.
race, we would probably tap the brakes for a second.
Okay.
And the House, they need 30.
It is a major blow.
So,
Yeah, this is
anyway, they're not,
this is the bloodiest,
Democrats
hardest
aren't
ground
going
of
to
this
be,
race is found in
haven't
North
done it so
Carolina,
far.
and it is found in basically the
Democrats have
corridor that
not
runs
done
from Raleigh down
to be
Charlotte.
able
We're
to
talking
take
about
back
center
the
part of
House or the
state
Senate.
and the fighting
So
gets
anyway,
rooted
but
there, and it could decide this
all
is
right,
right.
and what time is it?
Does this actually mean that the Republicans are likely to keep control, or there's several outstanding?
Oh, quarter after 9. Okay. All right. There's a quarter after 9, and
50-50, then it's not.
that's the way things are at this moment.
It's more likely that it's going to be 50-50 because
See you later.
they just held on to a seat. But the question is,
Make
does
another,
it actually
probably make another video later on.
51% more
Bye.
likely that